the Song of India Dracaena plant. Look at this. This is a plant that is readily available online. I'll leave links in the description. Grows incredibly easily from cuttings. How do I know? Well, I grew this from a cutting. What's the complicated method I used? Well, you can go watch my YouTube videos. I have several on how to grow Dracaena and the different types. In my yard, I have 5 or 6 different types at any given time because they're so much darn fun. All you do is you cut the cutting, you take off the leaves of the lower part, and you stick the cutting in the ground. That's the whole process. Every Dracaena in my yard practically was started that way, including, just within this bed here, I've got 3 varieties. I've actually got this Song of India that just has this amazing spiraling, variegated, snake-like pattern. Really cool. If you look at the drone video of my backyard, you can see these really stand out it's in the intro. You can see that they really stand out as you come down to the yard. What they look like from up top with these spiraling patterns, and they're so vibrant. But there's another one, and it's got slight variegation. This is Song of Jamaica. You can see it's got a beautiful variegated pattern on the leaves. Same kind of growth experience, but it is much more vigorous than the Song of India. The Song of India much more able to be controlled easily with pruning. This one, same way, able to be controlled easily with pruning, but it's got a much more of a vertical trend. I take advantage of its ability to tree form, this particular variety, as well as the regular green variety, which I'll show you in a second. But look at that. This one I've been growing into a tree form, and I haven't done anything with the lower part yet, but I'm going to remove these leaves and I'll highlight its trunk, and it'll be up above as a canopy. And this stuff below will be out of there. Well, look what happened. A nut came from another variety. Oh, I got a spider web right here. I'll go under it. Live and let live. Yeah, green, solid green. This one is a beautiful tree formable one. It grew from a nut. You can see quite easily. They grow fairly slow from nuts, so you could easily just pull it. You could pull that, just pull it, put it in a pot, water it, and it's going to grow. I know that. It'd be hard to kill it. You probably have to water it with gasoline. So look at this one. You know my channel, you've seen it before, but nice round tree form top, and then the base with 2, trained to have 2 trunks. It's a good example. What does it always want to do though? It always wants to grow suckers. And you can see a long history of sucker time here. Yeah, there's another one. There you go. Well, that'll make good mulch. But yeah, so these suckers do grow. That's the fun of tree forming, is keeping it in the form of a tree. Ooh, there's ants. Yeah, ghost ants. Yeah, but I just do a little of that, and the next thing you know, you've got a nice trunk. And this thing is actually pretty sturdy. Pretty sturdy. But now it's to the point where it'll drop these. You can see it has these seed pods. Now these will actually grow quite well in a pot. That's another way to go. That's how that one you just saw formed. One of these just dropped there. Now, here, I'll just chuck it back there. Let's see what happens. So yeah, they also fold in, they grow well into the shade. I mean, look at this, in the shade. But it's in the shade now because this is one of the few deciduous trees I have in my backyard. It's a plumeria, a giant plumeria. And underneath it I have this, so it kind of closes in the gap. It also creates a nice little privacy thing along the fence here, and as you can see, I've got them all along the fence. And I'm going to need to trim that one away from the cable line there. Power's not till way up there, but I can easily trim it. It'll respond well to trimming, and my vision was to have a nice, just below the cable line there, a nice line of dense vegetation to stop the spray of salt, which in the wintertime here in central Florida can be a relentless flow of salt spray. And when, if you ever had all your plants in your yard covered with a salt spray, some do better than others. And if you just provide kind of a barrier to the wind and salt, the salty sea breeze here, I'm less than I'm about a half mile from the beach, maybe. No, not even half that. Yeah, I'm like 5 blocks. So we get a lot of salt flow, and this is my buffer. That's one of my secrets to success here on the beach environment. As you can see, these papaya trees are greatly enjoying these tropical summertime conditions. The leaves are in excellent condition. That's a testament to the fact that the hurricane that came through was not really that bad. It didn't really affect us, luckily. The 2 hurricanes that are headed now are just going to give us wind, so they'll continue to do well. One thing with this papaya, though, is look at how many suckers are growing off this thing. I'm wondering if I should try to start some of these from cuttings. I might do that. Let me know what you think. Get involved in the comments. Oh, and I'm going to see if I can do a pro shot here. I'm spotting something up in the canopy which you should know about. I'll leave links in the description on how to get all these plants. You see that? That's a Barbados cherry. Just growing up there in the sunlight. Highest vitamin C fruit there is. Now, that's a tough one to get to. I think that one's for the birds. But I'd encourage you to start your own Florida backyard, even if you live in Iowa. That's what they made greenhouses for. Why not start a fruit forest of tropical things in your life? See how it all works out. They're usually growing pretty fast, and you provide them with warmth, sunlight, and water, they typically power. So if you can master those 3 things, you're in.